What's up, YouTube? I'm Brett from Rants or Us. As always, guys, if y'all enjoy our content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. We're on the road to 1,000. We hope you guys will help us get there. Alright, so as many of y'all probably know that watch our videos here on Rants or Us, you know that I'm a huge cartoon fan. I'm sorry. I'm one of those adults that just never really quite grew out of it. There's some cartoons that my son watches that I'm like, okay, these cartoons aren't as good as what I grew up on. I'm in that nostalgia stage ever since we got Disney Plus. Always checking out some of the cartoons on there: Darkwing Duck, Tailspin, Good Troop, all of those little things. Gargoyles. Huge fan of all those shows. But I tell you, one of my timeless classics was Looney Tunes. So of course I'm going to be excited when I read an article like Looney Tunes movie Coyote Vs Acme gets 2023 theatrical release date. So it's going to be a semi live action movie. And it's coming on the heels of Space Jam 2. I'm not a huge fan of Space Jam 2. I'm just not a huge... I know they're going to make LeBron James in Space Jam 2, the new Michael Jordan. I'm not in favor of that. I'm just not a huge LeBron James fan. I mean, let's just put it that way. But that doesn't mean I'm still not going to watch Space Jam 2. But as far as Coyote versus Acme, I was always one of those that I always kind of rooted for Tom over Jerry, and I rooted for Coyote over Roadrunner. Like, I just always hope, you know what? The dude's hungry. Hope he gets what he wants sometimes. Kind of was like, Acme kind of screws him over in a lot of different ways. So I'm glad they finally made a movie, Coyote versus Acme, because I want to see, maybe at least in this, if he doesn't get the Roadrunner, maybe at least he'll get at least a little bit revenge for all the failed stunts and all the failed products that have gone wrong. So I mean, overall, I'm really excited about this movie. I cannot wait until it comes out. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait a while. 2023. All these movies that are coming out, 2020 was kind of a bad year for movies just in general. Everything got pushed to 2021. And now you start seeing, well, okay, it's pushed to 2021. Now it's going to be 2022 in a lot of different ways. So when you see 2023, I guess it doesn't really shock you that much anymore. Like, it's not like, okay, something that we're going to just completely and totally forget, because these movies, since there's not a whole lot out right now, even these movies that are getting 2023, 2022 release dates, they're still getting a lot of attention, because that's basically all anybody has to report on anymore. Unless you're reporting on the Wonder Woman 1984 movie, there's just not a whole lot of series out there. A lot of the stuff that we cover here on Rants or Us is like Marvel, DC, and so forth. Well, of course, the Arrowverse is kind of going downhill in a lot of different ways. HBO Max is taking on a lot of these DC shows. Star Wars is getting kind of a redo on Disney Plus. So I'm glad that Looney Tunes is getting its own chance to kind of have a redo. Wasn't a fan of some of the newer Looney Tunes stuff that they've come out with. Elmer Fudd without his gun. I mean, that's those are things that just kind of make you shake your head and go, no one was calling for that. No one was calling for that. But yet, you can drop an anvil on somebody's head, but you can't fire at them with the gun. That makes no sense. It just puzzles my imagination sometimes. I don't really understand this world sometimes. I just feel like fake outrage in a lot of different ways. I don't believe your average individual was really, really pissed about seeing that on screen. If they were, I'm always of the inclination to say, forget them. I mean, if I'm offended by something that's on my television screen, you know what I do? I pick up the remote, and I change to another channel. I don't care if it's someone that I agree with or not agree with. If I disagree with them, I don't watch them. If I agree with them, I might watch them. I don't know. To me, agreement. When it comes to certain things, there's few actors that I just refuse to not watch out of just disagreeing with them completely. There's some that are just really cringeworthy that I'm like, I don't even want to. I don't even want to hear those people. But overall, I feel like these Looney Tunes needed a makeover. Just not in that way. They needed to be more up to date, but give us some of those same gags and those same fun things that made Looney Tunes so great. Changing, those things like, whether Elmer Fudd has his gun or whatever because of gun violence in America or some junk like that. It's a cartoon. The cartoons that my son watches that's 4 years old is, at times there's some violent stuff on it. But yet, for some reason, people, depending upon what kind of violence it is cool with some, and then, not cool with others. So I'm kind of like, fake outrage. That's the way I personally look at it. And, if you disagree, that's fine too. But I just personally believe that we go through so many reboots now that it's reasons for that is because we're not making anything good anymore. We're not making things that people actually are enjoying getting to see. So when you see something like a Looney Tunes, a Coyote Vs Acme movie coming out in 2023, you think to yourself, you know what? I enjoyed the old Wile E. Coyote cartoons. So if they change it and they make it different, then why would I want to see? That's not even the same character at that point. So I'm hoping they don't do that. I'm hoping they don't go through the whole woke thing and the politically correct thing. I hope they keep the same gags, even the same violence that's on it. I hope that is something that is still there, that makes me feel something for that old character that I used to love and adore when I was a child myself. I don't have a lot of hope anymore for that happening. And, 2023 is a long time for them to plan of how they could ruin something like this. So, right now, I'm excited, but I'm also extremely, extremely skeptical. But as always, guys, let me know what y'all think. Y'all excited about a new Looney Tunes? Do you think that maybe they should kind of reboot the series a little bit? Keep the old stuff, not the newer stuff that they want to put in, not this PC garbage junk. But I know they do some shorts on HBO Max. Those are popular. So I'm kind of excited about this. 2023. Wish it was tomorrow. More excited about seeing this movie than I am Wonder Woman 1984. But as always, guys, y'all take care and thanks for